Oh, hi there. It's Friday. Welcome to the channel. Back on KIOU, much like yesterday. We are going to play some KIOU games and then switch it up to a WSL game. So it's the same timing as well. It's 1 p.m. my time, which is 2000 hours UTC. So in 2.5 hours, that WSL game will start. So that means we have time for a bunch of KIOU games. And that is the plan. Wearing a Hawaiian shirt. It's Friday. Let's do it. Thank you for watching. Welcome to the channel. And that is it. We're still on that 1Q search, that 1Q grind, if you will. And you know, hopefully I can continue to play well. So let's do it. Click through here. Ooh, it's warm. It's warm, and I've got my Ito-en matcha green tea. Let's just check. And there's a follow. 5 Mumet official. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Hello. I'm just going to check. I'm 84%. 84%. 1984, a good year. Hello, Ayaka. Nice to see you as always. It's the end of a week. Hopefully my little cooler over here gets cooler, because I am warm here. Gonna keep playing 1030. All right, quick matching. Happy Friday, Foradune. Nice to see you. Ooh, all right. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Starting off with Gote against the 4Q. Ureshino-ryu. We've got Sanken Bisha. Shin Ureshino-ryu. Are we getting are we getting Anaguma? Let's. Okay. I could push this pawn, which is kind of a nice little trap. Okay, he pushed that one. I suppose that's why we don't come up this way first. I suppose that's why. So my guess is he's going to either push his pawn or bring his silver. It's interesting. So I push this pawn, he pushes the pawn, I take, he takes, I get my silver up, he drops a pawn, I can take. So there's no gold over here. There's nothing defending this breakthrough on the right side. This bishop is adding a defender to this square. Atari is hanging out. So one thing I need to watch out for. This is a little uncomfortable for me. This is a little unfamiliar for me. Want to watch out that I don't overpress. Tari just jumped up on a little side table. She's just standing there. Ooh, I've got a little those early stream jitters today. Those early stream jitters which don't hit me so often, very rarely these days. I was actually tempted to put the heart rate monitor on, but just thought I wouldn't pollute the title of the video with both Hawaiian shirt and heart rate monitor. This is title-driven development or title-driven streaming. So if I... The threat, I think, is this. I think I would not mind trading this silver off, because then I get a silver drop here. Probably should have thought about that a little more. Probably should have thought about that a little more. If he drops the silver... If he drops the silver, I take. I just take. Because that gets me a tempo. He drops the silver back here, defending this pawn. He brought the gold over. I can just take this pawn. Can I push this pawn? I push the pawn. He takes. I drop the pawn. I push. Do I just take this silver? Because otherwise he can drop the silver here. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's play a little safer on this one. Yeah, I was going to say, I think the rook can come up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Take. Gold takes. I push the pawn. I guess I have to Tataki. I guess I have to Tataki. Shoot. Shoot. Maybe I should have pushed up. Maybe I should have pushed that pawn when I had a chance. Maybe I should have pushed that pawn up when I had a chance. I think at this point, come back here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's definitely unfortunate. It's definitely unfortunate. Wow. I am getting smashed now. Now I'm getting smashed. My opponent turned it up. Turned it up. This is one of those games now. Boy, boy, oh boy, oh boy. He turned it up. I think just pawn takes. Pawn promote. Pawn promote is just going to be fantastic. Yeah. I'm just getting destroyed. Destroyed. Suppose the rank up is not happening today. Wow. Wow. I come up here, he takes the knight, or he just takes the silver. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened here. I have absolutely no idea what happened. I guess I let off the gas. I played safe. I played safe, which lost me the game, I think, potentially. All right, no more playing it safe. No more playing it safe when I think I've got the when I've got the attack. No more playing it safe. I mean, it's so over. It is so over. If he, I think whatever he does, I think if he drops the gold, I think I have to take with the rook. Wow. So I do have a pawn drop here. So I take. I think I have to give it up. I think I have to give it up. I think I have to give up the gold. I mean, he has so many pieces. I have no attack. I could take, and then he drops the gold. And then what? I can't get the rook back. Is there any mating attack here? Can I do anything to do... Can I do any in-between moves? Any in-between moves? Can I do any in-between moves? I don't see it. He has 2 gold, so I come up, he drops a gold. And I go over, he drops a gold. Boy, oh boy, nice. I take, he drops a gold. I drop a gold, he just takes. That's it. That's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah. Makemashita. Woof. I want to see this player's record. I want to see this player's record. Okay, so that was a literal perfect game by my opponent. So I want to see what their record is. And I don't think that was an easy one. Boy, I got smashed. Okay, so they're a 1Q. They're a 1Q everywhere else. All right, that feels good. That feels better. That felt like a really 15-4, very strong player. All right, All right, so my Spidey Sensei was right. Spidey Sensei. My Spidey Sense was right. That was a very good player. Good morning, Emperor Rex. Nice to see you. Yloigh, hello, good morning. What is shown must be in the title. Exactly, what is shown must be in the title. There's no option. If there's a heart rate monitor, it's going to be in that title. Man. Good player. Woo. Fast, too. Fast player, too. I mean, they don't mess around. You know, some of these really, like, they're good in the opening, but boy, they don't mess around in the end game. Like, you don't get any slack from some of these guys. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Sente. Oh boy, double Urashino Ryu, potentially. Shin Urashino Ryu. All right, good. Well, this comes with tempo, so he's got to push this. Actually, yeah. That's a safe move. That's a safe move. I'd usually expect it after the exchange. Take. I think we're subject to, I think now American Bogeying is on the table. American Bogeying is now on the table. I think I'm fast enough. I think. That's a little slow. That's a little slow. That's a little slow. That's way too slow. That's way too slow. I think I should have just pushed the token. No, because then the knight can jump. Yeah, so this was the plan. Get the gold up? Do I just drop the pawn? Oh, I see. So desu ne. I see. He wants to take here, and then he gets the horse promotion. I see. So desu ne. Wait, so if I drop the lance, he can't take. If I drop the lance, oh, here, I drop the lance here, he can't block with the pawn. So I drop the lance, he takes. I take with the horse. He takes with the rook. I take with the silver. He takes the knight. I have a silver here. I've got 2 golds here. I have a rook in hand. He has a bishop in hand. And his castle is a little better than mine. I can't block here. Do I have any nice threats other than that? Tataki, he drops a pawn. I take. So at least I get another pawn. I take. Should I just take the silver? No, because that's... If I take the silver, I have a silver and a knight and all these pieces. No, I don't like his rook. I don't like his rook bearing in on this. Oh, boy, okay. Okay. Wow. He's flailing hard, but I think it works. He's flailing hard. Can I threaten something? Can I threaten something right away here? Got to get my rook into play. I think I also want to get my knight into play. But I don't want to give this, I don't want to give this, I don't want to get him to get another lance. Okay. Yeah, nice move. Nice move. Nice move. Boy, this feels like another strong player. Like he's flailing like a demon over here. He's flailing like a demon. And this is going to be potentially strong. What if I drop the knight? So he doesn't have a silver now, so his attack is a little weaker. So if he takes this lance, should I take the lance or should I think I promote here. I think I promote. So take your, he drops this. He takes with the rook. Maybe I drop another lance. No, because he wants a knight. I think he wants a knight. Let's threaten the gold. The gold is a bigger threat. The gold hitting the rook is a bigger threat. Wow. I have no more pawns. So I drop the gold. He takes. I take. He takes. I drop the gold again. Or I come up. No, I drop the gold again. No, I just do this. I drop the knight. He takes the silver. I take with the rook. I'm now threatening a big attack here. I'm threatening the gold drop. Silver. King takes. How about gold? Gold drop. Takes. No, he's... This is the pawn is going this pawn is going to be strong. Right here. Takes. Interesting. I don't think that's enough.
30秒 20秒 10秒
If he takes with the gold, should I drop a silver first?
,20 秒 10秒 1、2、3、4、5
I don't think this is... I think... Rook takes his mate. Rook takes his mate. Oh boy, I think. I think.
,20 秒 20 秒
Should I just drop the knight and win the bishop?
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9
Oh, I think he might have it. I think he might have it. Or not.
20 秒
I did not. I admit I did not see that.
10秒 1、2、3、4、5
Can I? Do I have mate? Do I have mate ending mate?
20 秒 10秒 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9
I don't think he has it. Knight, I just come up. So it's silver. It's silver. Silver. No, rook. No, it's just rook. It's just rook. Woo. Arigatou gozaimashita. Boy, that was tough. Oh, my heart's really going. Tulip, hello, Killer Ducky, great to see you. And let's see, and Taikutsu, hello. Let me. What does this say? Is this Ren San V3? Ren San V3? Let me try to put that into something that I could read. The type is very small and microwave. Wait. Renchin, not san. That's a chi. Renchin. Renchin-san. Hello. Howard, nice to see you. Fordune, you say, I think, as you snap take. You're right there with me. It looks like I gave it up. It looks like I gave it up here. I think I've played Karubi before. Boy, I don't even know where to begin reviewing this one. I'm like I said earlier, it is not every day when I stream that I get those jitters. I get those stream jitters. It rarely happens, but today, from the very beginning, it has. And both games have me kind of like, they have me shook, as the kids would say. Rook block, check. Knight block, check. Where was that? So amazingly, I had mate for a while there. So where was the hole here? Oh, blocking. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? In the end game, what did I do wrong? This was right. He runs. And then I do this. I don't have any bishops. So like knight, the horse is guarding the knight drop. Pushing the edge. Dropping the rook. Oh, the rook is Sumero. The rook is Sumero. The rook, but then he drops the lance. This... It's not mate. You know, the eval here says plus 1736. So you think general on 7-5. Oh, I do like that. I do like that. So let's say we drop a silver on 7-5. We drop a silver on 7-5, and that's threat mate. He can't attack it. He pushes this edge. So let's see. The engine did like the rook drop. This engine liked the rook drop. So I think I like the silver drop as you're suggesting. I'm not, Because I don't like the lance here. Oh, see, this engine doesn't... The engine doesn't do... The engine's variations are kind of nonsense. The engine's variations are nonsense. Shoot. Okay. I like the general on 7-5. JS Shogi, hello. The day so far has been good. Played 2 good players. Managed to get 1 win out of it. The first game I thought was great, but it was a massacre. It turned out that the engine says it was not even close, and it was a very strong player. So I'm gonna lower the cooling a little bit. But what was the problem here? Where did I go wrong from here? I took with the lance. What does this engine think is better? Wow. You're effectively defending this. Wait, what? It's not going to take the free silver? Because why? It's not going to take the free silver because why? All right, these. Ah! Somehow I lost the focus of the window. Adrian Shogi, hey, on Twitch, wow. Oh, it's not free. The horse is defending it. I see. Thank you. Sniped by my own piece. Okay. So that's the problem with having an engine that you can't trust. You just assume it's wrong, or I just assume it's wrong. Where was my opponent? So where was my opponent's mistake here? Yeah, this absolutely felt wrong. Oh, taking this way. Wow, really? No way. I have no pawns. This is awfully scary, though. I come up. Bishop comes over. I take this knight. That's mate, because he just brings the horse here. Huh. Wow, okay. Am I more comfortable playing versus Ishida or Furibisha? Or Ibisha or Furibisha? It depends. I feel very comfortable playing against Sanken Bisha and opposing Rook because that is my most played matchup. I've played hundreds of games over the board against a stronger player with that, so I'm very familiar with that. I feel very strong against Nakabisha. I used to be a Nakabisha player, and my results seem to indicate that I'm strong against Nakabisha. I like playing against Static Rook, generally, except for Bogeen, and especially except for when I am Gote. Oh, you're still playing a lot of that Pokemon Champions. So you're watching some Pokemon Champion streams on Twitch. Oh wow. 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 You're still on that Pokemon Champions grind. I haven't been seeing you on 81 Dojo playing as much. I haven't been looking as much on 81 Dojo, but I haven't been seeing you. I mean, you're usually just nonstop on 81 Dojo. You played 2 games in the last 9 days. Oh wow. At least you won Yumbo. よろしくお願いします。So here we are, perfect chance to be proven right about my inability to play against Bogeen. So I'm not sure what to do. What to do first. So like, if he backs up, I think, or if let's say he makes a move, I think, yeah, like this. I think I'm gonna just defend this with the silver. And then I'll go into my usual. And then I'll go into the usual. Because if the bishop sacks, this is definitely a different move order than we're used to seeing in this pawn drop defense. So he's going straight off on the opening that bishop diagonal. I think at some point we try to block it. I Dream of Shogi style. If he promotes, we take with the bishop. Just to be clear. Well, no, we'll take with the gold. We'll take with the gold, because if we take the bishop, he could still take this. And then, yeah, we'll take with the gold. We'll take with the gold. I was thinking it would be slower to take with the gold and then come back up. But no. So he has no generals forward. He has no pieces in hand. So I think getting over here, we have plenty of time to respond to shenanigans. If he pushes this, I'm hesitant to go with the silver because I think the sack is coming. So I'm going to get this gold. We talked about this last time this position came up. I'm going to get the gold on 5-2. Defending this square, which would be vacated after I bring the silver up, and then there's the exchange. So I'm going to do that now. I probably could have also pushed here. But there's no threat behind this. Now there is. If I push, he pushes the pawn. I come over. He takes, or he pushes. I can just take the pawn. And then I'm defending this square so he can't come in. All right. Fair enough. Do I have anything? Do I have anything? You know, I don't want to give this up. So I think I'm going to take. So how safe should I be? Like, should I drop a pawn back here? If he drops a gold, it's take. Yeah, I don't know about that. All right. I could just bring my silver up. I mean, I take this. If I take the what if I bring my gold over? He drops a gold. I take now. He's going to fight. He's going to fight. I'm thinking he's going to throw another general back here. I'm thinking he's going to throw another general back here. I do have a lot of room to run, but he has a mega castle. He definitely has a mega castle. But if I get this lance, the lance drop here is going to be a big threat. If I get this knight, the knight drop I think here is going to be a threat. A knight here is also a threat. A knight here is also a threat. So if I get this knight drop here, then I can take this gold. Because that would be gold, and then I get the silver. He has to go back, and then I take the gold. Okay, wow. Interesting, interesting. Very interesting. I don't think that worked out though. Because now my king is defending these squares. Like a gold drop is knight take. I have 3 pieces defending this square and 2 pieces defending this square. And this dragon is still defending this knight, you know, in case there are any ideas about that. So the gold can't like drop anywhere here. So I don't yet have that knight drop. Oh, interesting. 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 So if I drop a silver, or if I drop a gold, what does he do? He takes? Should I just run? No, because then he'll drop the gold. If he drops a gold here, I run. I run. Gold drop, takes. If I go over here, then the knight drop. Okay, so that's interesting. Or the knight. To give him another silver. But I want the knight. I want the knight. If I give him a gold, he takes, and then what? He redrops the gold here, and then I just take the silver. You know, this silver is hanging, so he cannot take too much time now. Like if he tries to push the pawn, I take. He pushes the pawn, then I drop the knight. Okay. Should I just take with the bishop? Now I'm defending. Now I'm defending that piece. I could just move my king out of this check. Yeah. Do I have mate? Take, 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 take. No. Should I just get out of the check? No, wait, what about take? Take. Silver. Gold. No, I don't want to do that. If I just take the knight. Take the knight, gold, no. This horse is defending. So if I come up, he takes. I take. Wow. Okay.
30秒。20秒。10秒。これより秒読みに入ります。20秒。
Drop my knight. Do I drop my knight here?
10秒。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。20秒。10秒。1、2、3、4。
Okay. So I don't think he has anything here.
20秒。
I can just take this gold. Let's just take the gold. Let's take the gold. Let's just take away his pieces. Let's just take away his pieces. I'm not seeing the mate. I'm not seeing the mate. I'm seeing the attack, but I don't want to give him pieces. And now this silver is pinned.
$20 秒。20秒。
I could just take this.
10秒。1、2。
Boy.
20秒。10秒。1、2、3、4、5。20秒。
Okay. He has a knight and a pawn and a gold, and that's not enough.
20秒。
He's trying. He's trying. He is trying.
20秒。
I'm not going to let him. I am not letting him off this hook. I am not letting him off this hook. Okay. Arigatou gozaimashita.
心に残る一曲ですね。
That is about as well as I can play. That is about as well as I can play. Hey, Shogi Brazil. Hashtag just resign. Exactly. That's what I was thinking in my mind, but I had to play it out. Had to play it out. Oh, good game to my opponent. Where did I struggle? Where did I give up some equity here? Oh, so the engine just wants to win. The engine just wants to win. I can't. I wanted to make this move. I wanted to make this move. It just seems so scary. It just seems so scary. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Weird. Okay. Anyway. Was there another spot? So what was this? Did this? I'm guessing I had mate. Yeah. So I think this means I have mate. Is it rook takes? Rook takes, king takes, dragon takes, king runs. Silver drop. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's it because our bishop helps there. Yeah, rook takes, king takes, rook takes over. Yeah, gold, and then just finish it off. Yeah, I knew it had to be there. I knew it had to be there, but I didn't want to lose the game. My fear. Quazka, Qazka, Kazka. Greetings, welcome to the channel. It was Shogi Brazil. You're ashamed you couldn't find the Tsume yesterday. No. No, no. I don't think so. You played the perfect. You played the perfect winning move. As far as I'm concerned, you played the perfect winning move. You know, I am not 7Dan, so I have no. You know, when I win a Brazilian Meijin title, then maybe I can disagree with you. But until then, I will just agree with you. I am still. So we're going on an hour and 20 minutes. I am still feeling excited, like overly excited or overly stimulated for today's stream. It's amazing when that happens. I think it's because I'm close to ranking up. So that's in the back of my mind, and I think I'm still such a weenie that like I'm being close to the rank up is like making me more engaged, like engaged nervous system wise. Garrett, hello. Yeah, it's unforgivable. But the thing is, it's a good thing for all of us, because if Koshiro can miss a mate in 17 or a mate in 13, we shouldn't feel so bad about it. If Koshiro only takes the clean win instead of making the mate in 17 or 13 or whatever it was, then we can allow ourselves some slack when we're trying to win games. That is actually one of the things that I think is very valuable when watching stronger players play. You see when they go for the mate, the long mate, you see kind of when they solidify their win. And a lot of times, as it turns out, like when I'm watching 5-dan games or 6-dan games or 7-dan games, there are long mates. You know, there are some long mates out there that they don't do, but instead they lock down the win. You know, they put themselves into basically an unlosable position. And I think that's something that I can learn as a habitual check-in chaser, as someone who is always looking to make the mate. Sometimes I think you just shouldn't. So just like, for an example, that last game, I thought I had the mate. I was semi-convinced that it was there, but not completely convinced. And making that mate required a rook sack. It required potentially a bishop sack, and you know, in my mind, or you know, a silver sack or something else. And I thought, you know, if I'm wrong, I have given him a lot of material to mate me in a somewhat precarious position for my king. And so I with tempo, you know, checking the king, I took the free gold. I took the free gold that was scaring me. I took the free gold that would have been a part of a mate against me, and essentially took away all winning chances, I thought, for the opponent. So anyway, I am going to take a break. It's been an hour, almost an hour and a half, and I have no tea, and I haven't been drinking my water, and I'll be right back. Let me put on the let me put this on. Let me put the just the spectator mode on. Be right back.
対局開始。あなたが先手です。
私がもう一人負けないことは。お見事。素晴らしい。技あり。王手だよ。
Weird. It locked me out for not interacting with it? Oh wait, it's only 11:57 though. That's not the daily... Did the server reboot? What was that? What was that? I think when you're spectating games and the window is not focused, I think that sometimes happens. I wonder if I unfocused the window somehow. Garrett, you say your play style is putting yourself in completely lost position, having to find logging complicated mates is the only way to win. Yeah. I think my opponents on KIOU have been doing that a lot too. They've been putting themselves into some pretty bad positions and then just summoning, end game god strength and just overwhelming me. And it very much like NinWorld had made the comparison to Shogi Club 24, and as soon as he said that, it was like, my eyes opened. It's exactly how I used to feel a lot of times at Shogi Club 24, where the opponents they blitz out their opening or whatever, they play their opening. I've got a great winning essentially for a pro, but for me it's not winning. A really strong advantage, and then their end game, their middle and end game skills just kick in, and it becomes just a fierce battle that I feel lucky to come away with a win if I make a win, and often I didn't. There's just that strength. It's so, that end game strength and that tactics strength. It's to the point now where I am actually somewhat afraid, not afraid, but I think I'm going to be a little less willing, especially against Furibisha. Especially against Furibisha, where the opponent already has a Mino Castle. It's going to be contextual, but I'm going to be a little hesitant to make a trade that gets me 2 rooks and gives them 2 bishops. Especially if those bishops are in hand. Because those become an absolute nightmare. Having a bishop or horse on the board and a bishop in hand, or having 2 bishops in hand versus a rook and 2 rooks, all they're going to do is badger that rook or those rooks all day, and eventually I'm going to fall into a fork. I'm going to fall into a fork. Yeah, I dream of Shogi. That's what I thought too, but I don't know. I'm having second thoughts. I am definitely having second thoughts. Really having second thoughts. So it's noon. I think we're going to let's see if we have to there it is. So we've got to log in, get our login bonus. Just as an update again, there is a WSL game in 1 hour with channel supporter DrLennon. He's going to be playing a Division E game for Mexico and playing someone from Italy. So I'll be spectating that one. And let me just make sure that it is actually still on. It is. It's still scheduled for 2000 hours, which is 1 hour from now. Like you say, so you don't want to win rook for bishop because you're afraid it will let them win back the rook for bishop? Yes. 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 Well, the thing is, it's a lot of times it won't be a rook for bishop. A lot of times it'll be a rook for nothing, because they're going to find that fork with my king. They're going to be weaseling around my castle, just trying to get my king out, lure my king out into the open, and then I'm dead. And then I'm dead. And they're sneaky. These double bishop players, they're sneaky. Because it's like, when I do want that trade of the rook for the bishop so that I can make a mating attack or something like that. Like when it would benefit me to have that bishop in hand, they don't make that trade. They don't make it. They're these double bishop people. These double bishop Furibisha players. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Quick. That's a quick match. A quick match has been made. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
対局開始。
Gote
あ
again
なたが後手です。
against a 1Q.
お願いします。
Against a 1Q. 1Q Sanken Bisha. Alright. Shin Ureshinoru. Ah, just Ishida. Just Ishida. So desu ne. Naruhodo. I do not see this Ishida often. This Ishida where he swings the rook over to opposing. That is something. That is something. Push the pawn. He takes. He's gonna sack. He's gonna sack. He's going to sack. We know he's gonna sack. Minogakoi. I come up, he pushes the pawn, I come back. He pushes the pawn, I take. Yeah, that's and then I push. He sacks. I take the bishop. I've got bogeying. Bogeying! He doesn't have a pawn. I can't. You can't see my arrow. So if I push the pawn, he takes with the silver. I take. He takes. I take. He takes. I take. Ooh. I just said I don't want to give 2 bishops. I just said I don't want to give 2 bishops. So he's going to Tataki. So I do this. No, he can't. He can't Tataki until... Wow. 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 Drop a silver. And here it begins. Here it begins. Here it begins. He has that bishop, and here, where's the forks? Should I drop the lance? I drop the lance. He takes the gold. Do I just take this? No, because that would be mate. I have a knight drop. Then bishop. I have a bishop drop. You just get it. So I drop a rook. He pulls his gold back. I drop let's say I drop a rook. Wait, I drop a rook. He takes, I take. He dropped a... Wow. Oh, Jesus. I don't think that's mate, though. I take. He drops a silver. I come up. Oh, that's mate. That's mate for me. That's mate for me. Ah. Oh gosh, I gave him the mate. Did I throw away another 2Q or 1Q rank up? I don't see any. I don't see any defense. I don't see any defense. Dropping the gold. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm still looking. I'm still looking. I'm still looking. I'm still looking.
20秒 10秒 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9
That would have been the rank up. I think that would have been the rank up. That's a second time. It's a second time. It's a second time. This one was not as much of a win as the first rank up, but it's, boy, these flailers. The flailing is so strong. This is exactly what I just said last game, where, you know, you get this, they play fast. You get the big advantage. You get the winning advantage for, you know, for a strong player. For a strong player, this is a winning advantage. And then they start playing. And then they start playing. It's crazy. It's just nuts. It's almost like I don't even want to get an advantage because I know that means that this player is too good. So what could I have done? What could I have done? Instead of bringing the gold up, just drop the pawn. 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 And then he promotes, right? Yeah. And then I drop the pawn. Okay. Yeah. Just keep defending. Just keep defending. I've got such a huge advantage. The attack will end. I thought I did. So that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that I had the defense there. Thought I had that defense. The pattern match of the silver with the gold on the side. Oh well. Oh well. We've got time. We've got time for one more. Darn. Oh, the player hasn't come out yet. I'm not greeting the checkerboard here. よろしくお願いします。
対局開始。あなたが先手です。
遠慮なく嬉しの竜。
よろしくお願いします。
新嬉しの竜。
Oh gosh, we got a coward castle. Okay. Okay, so that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We've got Nakazumai, coward castle. We got lots of stuff going on. So I'm going to get my silvers up, probably get my king into the center. So he's going to push this pawn. Then I take, and then he pushes the pawn. All right, let's try to get a silver exchange, I guess. I need to get this up so I can defend the head. Fair enough. So he's out of the fork. Yeah, he's out of the fork. And he's defending this fork. Do I get? I don't think so. So let's. I think the Coward Castle is also weaker against the structure where we have our rook on this part of the board. Where we have our rook on, we're Sente on 3/6, and the knight is threatening to come in. I should have gotten this pawn up. This is dangerous because it's a free. It's hanging. It's defended by the rook. So if I come up, like he has these ideas later. If I move my rook, I'm just gonna come back. I'm just gonna come back, defend that knight a bit. My pawn is still preventing some things. He's in Yagura-ish. So we get our exchanges. Now I've got edge attacks potentially coming. So I take, he drops a pawn, I come back, he's got nasty bishop drops. The edge attack is not as strong because the rook is defending this back rank as well. But I guess I could sacrifice something. What about pawn drops on here? Do I want to get the bishop? Do I want to get the gold to this side? Thinking about the bishop here. If I drop the bishop here, am I threatening anything? I'm threatening a silver drop. It's a little slow in conjunction with their pawn push, although I am defending that pawn push. Yeah, so I'm defending that pawn. I'm threatening a silver drop. I'm threatening taking here. But if he takes... Well, no, he can't. He can Tataki, but my bishop is still protecting this square, so he can't fork. Oh, boy. Okay. Wow. 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 Do I have a tactic? Where's my tactic? Where's my tactic? Where's my tactic? Pawn. He goes back.
5分
Where's my tactic? Silver drop? Take. Pawn push. I could take the silver here. I could take the silver with the rook. I drop the pawn, he goes back. I drop the silver. He pushes the pawn. Now, let's do this. Let's do this. His king is relatively unsafe here. If he jumps a knight, I take. I take, and we're off to the races. So what's he going to do? This feels dangerous now. This feels dangerous because if he drops a silver here, I guess I sack the rook. I sack the rook. And then drop it. Wow. 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 So I take this, if I take this, gold takes. I take the knight, gold takes. Horse takes. King takes. King is here. I have a knight. I have a gold. If I take the silver, what do I have? If I take the silver, pawn takes. I have the I take the silver, he takes with the pawn. I take the knight. He takes with the gold. I drop the silver. He drops a silver. I take. He takes. I drop the gold to the side? No.
2分
Pawn. Should we get our knight up? Get the knight up? Knight. He takes, I take. He drops the knight here. I don't see anything else. I don't see any way to improve my defense. I don't see any way to make a nice offense.
分 30秒
I take the pawn. He takes.
20秒
I...
10秒
Should I take this? Should I take the silver? Take the silver.
これより秒読みに入ります
Wow.
20秒
I take the silver. I push the pawn.
10秒
He takes.
2 3 4
I promote.
6 7 8
Wow.
20秒
Take the silver. He takes. I drop the silver. He takes.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8
Should I get my king to safety? Should I get my king over? Oh, wow. Wow.
20秒 10秒 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9
I should have taken first. I should have taken first.
20秒
Knight. Jump the knight.
10秒 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9
I don't see it. I'm blanking. I'm blanking. I'm blanking. He's got a silver drop. Ooh. What about I drop a knight here? Drop a knight here?
20秒 10秒 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9
I think I got to get this gold up as well at some point to because I need to push this pawn. Wow.
10秒 10秒 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9 20秒 10秒 1、2、3、4、5、6
It's a fun game. It's a real fun game. Yeah, I'm feeling the strength of this player here. I'm not loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
20秒
Gosh, is there nothing to do? Is there really nothing to do?
10秒 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9 20秒 10秒 1、2
It's all falling apart now. It's literally all falling apart.
20秒
Push, take. I just can't get this guy up.
10秒 1、2、3
I cannot get this thing over. I'm gonna have to climb. The plan, I think, is to climb this silver now. Just way too good. He's just way too good. He's just way too good. Man. Take the. That's why I should have got the gold up, not the silver. Okay. Well, I think was that a mistake?
20秒
Defend here, threaten this. Wow. Wow. He saw it. He saw it. He saw it.
20秒
He saw it.
10秒 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9
The night drop is strong, I think. Wow.
20秒 10秒 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9
It doesn't come with check. Well, I get this.
20秒 20秒 20秒
He's too good. He's too good.
20秒
Makemashita.
着
Makemashita. It's too good. Just too good. Just way too good. Perfect game. It's tough. It's very tough at this level, I tell you. What was that player's rating? Shodan and the others. Gosh. So that's the thing right now that I've noticed is that like when you get close to that edge of ranking up, they give you killers. They just give you killers. Really difficult to rank up on this site. Like I've been not that this was a rank up, but I've had two what I think of were rank up opportunities, and both were real strong. And now trying to climb back to that rank up spot. Just another one. Boy, I'm wondering if maybe I should try to play in peak hours where the matchmaking might potentially give me someone more close to my level. Not that this person is so much stronger, but like a Shodan on KIOU, I think the conventional wisdom is that it's like a Shogi Wars high 2-dan to a low 3-dan. Or above. Like Urashino Sensei is still Shodan in these time controls, and he's 7-dan Shogi Wars. So, yeah, boy, the games are so good though. You know, it makes up for it. You know, not ranking up it's you know, yeah, it's a little annoying, but the games are so good. But we're close to the WSL game. Let me I'm just going to take a peek over on 81 Dojo while we're here, and I am going to be back. I am going to take a refill my water and take a small bio break before the WSL game begins. So I will leave this up. and then be right back as soon as this loads. Let's go. Okay.
対局開始。あなたが後手です。
どんな将棋になるか楽しみです。よろしくお願いします。
All right, back. Boy, it's been quiet today. It's been quiet today. No one's chatting. I see the viewers. You know, we've got a bunch on YouTube. The numbers have been going down on Twitch, it looks like, but very quiet day. Maybe have I been too intense? Have I been trying too hard? Have I been too much in try hard mode? Let's get out of here and let's do our I'm going to go to the main page, and then just to be able to refresh my gold balance, I'm going to buy the gifts. I'm going to convert the gifts to gold, and then we'll go to 81 Dojo. You're busy losing on 81 Dojo. It's not a good day for the home team, I guess. Well, I mean, my game, I think I went 2-2 today, so two wins, 2 losses, and the losses were against. All I can say is really strong players. So I'll take it. I don't think I particularly played poorly in those games. I think that my opponents were just very strong. So I'm treading water. It's like treading water at the, in the ratings percentage. Okay, so I only have 4,000 left. So let's go back. Let's go to our inventory. Convert these into gold boxes. And we have 36 gold boxes, 14 away from a pull. And now I am going to bring this up. I am going to switch my scene collection in OBS, so hopefully I don't crash. Fingers crossed. Did not crash. Excellent. Oops. What am I doing? There we go. Okay. So we are here in 81 Dojo, and let's check the WSL Division E standings. The game here is DrLennon, supporter of the channel, friend of the channel, all-around great guy, Urashino Ryu player. Hey, ZNSC! When we get you talking, I talk a lot. Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is true. Some people like it, some people don't. So Mexico here is sort of smack dab in the middle, and they are playing Italy, who is in third place. Let's see, have there been any games? So the first game for this team has been, the first game in this best of 3 has been won by Vito player, who is from Italy, and DrLennon is playing on the second board here. I am not familiar with his opponent, but it should be interesting. DrLennon is, like I said, an Urashino Ryu player, has been studying, has been playing, and I think is one of those students of the game. I think he enjoys, my sense is he enjoys studying the opening and the game itself. And so, like, in my streams, when I miss something thematic, for example, just recently, in the that side variation where the opponent drops the pawn on the head of my bishop, and I kind of go to the swing the rook over. There was a pawn drop I missed on the head of a lance. I missed it. I saw it, like, I made the move a little later, but immediately when it was there, I should have done it. And he noticed that and had pointed that out. So, you know, I know he's out there. I know he's studying. And, yeah. While we wait here, I guess I'll just keep talking about that. That particular position, he had asked months and months ago, he had said that his opponent, like after some normal trades, his opponent dropped a bishop back, and he wasn't sure what to do. And it turned into a discussion session where I said, like, I had never seen anyone do that, but you know, we figured out the best move. And then I think it was literally the next day, maybe even the same day after I read and responded to that message, that we got that openings, that someone did it to me. Someone did it to me, I made the move, and they insta-resigned. And because the move is deadly. The response to this early bishop drop that the opponent can do in that position is deadly. So it's fun. It's fun to talk about this stuff. It's fun to think about this stuff. And occasionally you just get clean wins out of it, out of that opening prep. So hopefully this game, I mean, I'd be happy if he won in a few moves. I'm cheering for DrLennon. You know, I cheer. I'm not easy to get on my good graces. It's not that difficult. Support the channel, and I'm gonna be your friend forever. But yeah, good times. So I don't see anyone asking for the game yet. We're 4 minutes from it. So let me see if DrLennon is on. DrLennon is not logged in. His opponent, Hadam, is also not logged in. So neither player is logged in. Hopefully the game happens. Let me just double check. Let me double check that it hasn't been rescheduled. It is June 26th. That is today. 20:00:00. That is, so 20 minus 7 is 13. 13 is 1 p.m. my time. So 3 minutes away. I say it every time. It's a shame we have to do all this time zone math in our head. You know, this is a computer. This is a website. It can know our local, you know, our locale, and it should have the ability it could have the ability to do this for us, but it's a great site and a great league as it is. So it's easy to criticize things. It's harder to make them. Oh, man. Oh, let me just go back here and make sure I'm not missing it. Still waiting. So what's DrLennon's rating doing these days? And has DrLennon been playing on 81 Dojo? That's the question. Like I've said before, a lot of these WSL games end up with people that are not all that don't play all that much on 81 Dojo, so their ranking doesn't always matter. He's got games. He's got 71 and 70. This is not a lot of games, but he has hit the new. This is the new Shodan level. You know, since the ratings readjustment, this is now Shodan, which is so nice to see that he now has it available to get a Menjo certificate if he should want it. What's his opponent? Let me just go through this method. Got a scary avatar. Okay, so it's a 3Q with a max of 1647, which is, I think nowadays this is 2 Dan. I think nowadays this is 2 Dan. So it's a peak of 2 Dan-ish, and a current rating of 3Q. And he's playing in Division E, so maybe not playing much, maybe just playing in WSL. Maybe he's just playing in WSL, and these wins are not getting him many points because he's in Division E and potentially playing lower level players. Anyway, there we are. Let's go back to 81 Dojo. No one's waiting yet. DrLennon, hello! Yes, I will be streaming your match. Oh, you are waiting. Is it down at the bottom? I don't see you waiting. You sure? So I'm gonna move this up so everyone can see it. I do not see the good doctor. There it is. Now it's there. Good luck. Good luck. I will say that. Good luck. No pressure. We're all friends here. We're all friends. Okay. I wonder if I should, all right, good luck. Thanks. Can I delay? Can I introduce a delay? You know, the thing is, my commentary is so bad, I don't know if it adds anything. If someone were to listen to me, that would be maybe a death sentence for them. Okay, so DrLennon has been playing on Shogi Quest and Shogi Wars. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Shogi Wars has been continuing to have players, but their player numbers are lower. They have lowered since KIOU, and they have not quite come back. All right, Urashino Ryu, let's do it. I'm gonna check here, just see if there are any events on Shogi Wars. One thing I noticed, which is something that I've felt that I have felt and commented on, is that it feels like the Shogi Wars Heroes people are not so responsive, and they've been resting on their laurels for a long time. And that's been my perception over the past year or so, and it's been interesting to see that there are thought. I mean, it doesn't. And sometimes I'll just say it on Twitter. I'm definitely seeing people bringing those types of concerns or those types of opinions up. That the KIOU team has been so much more responsive than Shogi Wars has ever been, and it seems like it's a good thing. It can only be a good thing. At worst it's a neutral thing, where Shogi Wars just continues to not listen to people, not respond to emails, make no changes, make no meaningful changes. Well, that's not fair. That's not fair. They have added Sprint. They have added Tsume Battle. That's not fair. So they have done that. I think that the fact that I don't think of it shows how little I think of those features compared to what they could do. Like modernize the app, make an actual honest to goodness website. Add better time controls. Yeah, so JS Shogi, people I think tweet at them and they don't respond. But also the game has started. So they do have a contact page on their website, and I've used that contact. I've used it and submitted something. They also have email addresses, of course. I've sent them multiple emails trying to get in contact with them, trying to submit some ideas for things that I think would be interesting. I'm asking about things like the ability to buy gift subscriptions, things like basically I'm trying to find ways to promote them and to make our lives a little easier and more fun. All of those were ignored. Jack-o'-lantern, who reads and writes Japanese, also sent something on my behalf, and that was ignored as well. So it's just it's just being ignored by a paying customer. I think it just doesn't sit well with me. I was paying, what was it, $8 a month for their super premium membership. And the least they could do is say, we got your email. Thank you for your interest. Just give me a response. Just give me a response. Don't just let me eat static here. So in these cases, I do push this pawn. As I think Urashino Sensei or Urashin Ryu channel might not, but I do, especially in Torizashi. In Torizashi, I do push this because when you're in this weak castle, even if you get a nice attack, the edge attack becomes very strong for the Furibisha player, in my experience here. So I do match this, and not doing it basically eliminates our ability to do a quick engage Torizashi, as far as I'm concerned. Again, because the edge attack comes out so quickly. We get an exchange. The rook is if we did a quick exchange, their rook becomes down here. And so he's doing this quick engage, and I don't think this is appropriate. Okay, he's not going to quick engage it. He's not going to do the quick exchange. This is fine. This is fine. I don't think it's as... Oh! I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right for Gote here. We have this potential for a bishop. After we can come in, we can push this in. Not that you take this with the rook here, obviously, but it could be a thing potentially. This is going to be a thorn in the side. I'm guessing he's going to get the gold or the silver up. Probably you get the silver up to defend the promotion. It feels like this was too weakening. To me, it feels like this is too weakening. It might be fine. I don't know. But my take is that this is too weakening for the Furibisha side. They don't have a castle yet. They don't have a castle. We don't either, but there is something there. I think promoting is an interesting one here. I think promoting is somewhat interesting. Silver takes, we get that bishop drop. He'll come up and we'll be able to promote, which is going to be useful. We'll have our horse. If he takes with the rook, we take with the rook. They drop the silver. We drop the rook. It comes with check. Silver would go back, and then we get a dragon. I think that's my thinking. So maybe that pawn push is good. Maybe just play it. Dropping a bishop here feels like something I would do in my 2Q days. I'm not sure if it's any good. Probably not good. Because I don't think they have to respond to it, essentially. Make the Mino Castle. If we take, the gold just takes and revisits this. Well, and then we drop the silver. And then we drop the silver, and then the gold takes, then we take and we promote. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. But I think there's probably... I think the fact that I used to do this, but maybe it works because I don't think my opponents usually give me this. Oops, sorry. So maybe it is good. Maybe it is and was good in the times I did it. It's just that my opponents don't often give me this anymore. Oh, okay, Adrian Shogi. So you do like the coming in. Yeah, if they ignore it, then we just promote. And there it is. So I guess, in the old Shogi Wars days, this feels like the kind of moves I would make when I was 2Q, but maybe they were good moves. It's just that that opponents don't typically make this sort of mistake anymore, which I'm assuming to be a mistake. Yeah, so if they ignore, let's say they make Mino, I guess we don't. I imagine both of them are good, but I think we don't do this. We do what Shogi said. We do this and threaten the pawn. Because then if they take, we just take. Then our trade is much better. But I think the other way would work too. It's just that it would give them a bishop, which we can do. That's true. I mean, oh yeah, that's a huge thing. So bishop promote hits this. Well, but it's hanging. But I guess I said that the next move is going to be Mino. In my thinking here, they're going to play Mino. They're going to make their Mino. If they ignore, I think that the logical ignore is to make Mino. Anyone doing anything good this weekend? 221 Tekuma, hello there. Welcome back. You say the level of play in KIOU was high. It didn't look like a match between second Q and third Q players. It feels... My opponents have been very strong. They feel very strong. And... yeah, so now he's hitting this... Yeah, this is real bad. This is real bad. I'm not going to say it's resign, but we're getting, I think we're getting close to resign territory. Yeah, that last, as I close in on 1Q on KIOU, these players that I'm getting matched up with have felt very, very strong. Oh! I was, if we take, he drops the bishop, we take, I guess, knight drop, or knight takes, and then we redrop the, we redrop and make that same threat. Maybe. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. I don't like this one bit. Maybe it's fine. My initial spidey sense is telling me that this was a big miss. So now he makes Mino. Now he makes Mino or drops the bishop here. I think dropping the bishop would also have been just fine. I think it's a threat as it is, although no, it's not fine. It's not fine. Takes, then we get the rook back in position. That's not good. The KIOU producer tweeted about the matchmaking and considering ranking up easier. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I didn't see that yet. That must have just happened today. Has that just been made? That tweet has just been made. Oh, what's he doing? What's he doing? Yeah, going for, okay. All right. All right. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. The thing about the hard rank ups though is that like if I would have hit 1Q today, I would feel really good about it. I would have felt really good about it. So we're getting into that, I think we're getting into that dangerous position now where potentially, I don't think you want to trade this horse for the rook. I don't think you do. I don't think you want to do that. It's going to be really annoying. I think it's just going to be really annoying to play. Garrett, you hope they just consider and decline making rank up easier. So the problem, I think the potential problem that they have right now, I'm not sure if this is true. I would love to hear any thoughts on this. My thinking right now is that they do not have many very strong players. So, like Urashino Sensei is 7 Dan on Shogi Wars. He's a 7 Dan Shogi Wars player, and he is barely losing. He's only Shodan. He's only Shodan in KIOU. He's getting close to 2 Dan, but he almost never loses. So that tells me that there are very strong players. My experience is that there are very strong players at the 1Q and Shodan level. But the fact that nobody is competing with the top players makes me think there aren't many real strong like there aren't many 5, 6, 7 Dan players on KIOU. I was speculating about that yesterday. Because like if a player like if a 7 Dan 81 if a 7 Dan Shogi Wars player plays on KIOU and wins every game that they play, I imagine that's not going to be very fun in the long term. So they're probably if that feels like a problem for strong players. So maybe they'll just go back to Shogi Wars. I don't know, but it seems like that might be a possibility. Like Benjamin Shuett, the co-commentator for the Shogi in the West tournaments, and someone I've interviewed on the Shogi in the West channel. You know, he's like a 4 or 5 Dan 81 dojo player. I think he's like a 3 Dan-ish Shogi Wars player. Real strong player. You know, not elite by any means, but real strong. And I think he has like, what did he say? 85 wins and no losses playing Bishop Exchange. It's like he can't lose on this site. So I don't know if his matchmaking is bad. Like, I don't know if he's getting matched with bad play. Like, I don't know if he's not getting... It almost feels like he might be getting matched with... Like, he's in a black hole of matchmaking somehow. Because no matter how good someone is, like, as an amateur, if you're a 4 or 5, let's say he's a 4 Dan Shogi Wars player. I think he's a 3 Dan, but let's say he's 4 Dan. A 4 Dan Shogi Wars player is not going to win 100% of his games against a 3 Dan Shogi Wars player. Not at all. Not at all. Especially not playing an opening that isn't his main opening. So something is weird is going on. And there's also, when you play 100 games, especially on a new site, and based on what I've been hearing, seeing some tweets, you would think he'd at least run into one cheater. You would think he's running into at least one cheater. So something is up. I think something is just up with the matchmaking. And I am not even going to open like the possibility that there's no way that he's cheating. So, you know, I know as much as I can possibly know that he is not cheating. So something feels amiss with either the matchmaking or the number of high-level players, or like both potentially. The producer's tweet about matchmaking was from 6/17. Oh, interesting. Because I'm following him. And if you want another account to follow Shogi Dad on x.com. I'm new there as of the past week or so. I've been tweeting. I'm going to be using the x.com to give my thoughts and experiences a little more than I like. The places where I used to use the Discord, I think I'm going to use X. 85-0 is not elite. Well, that's the thing. So that's the thing, is that something on KIOU, I think, is there. I just say the only way that's true is if he's cheating. Well, that's the thing. I don't think there's any realm where he is cheating. I don't think there's any realm where he is. So, you know, when all what does Sherlock Holmes say? You know, when all the other avenues are whatever exhausted, whatever is left, however improbable, is the answer. And I think it's just that he's in some sort of matchmaking black hole. Maybe he played lower rated friends and players. No, he's not. Like the friend games don't count. Oh, that is also a reason. So I was thinking about that on the way. I was actually thinking about that when I was driving to the Shogi Club on Tuesday night. I was thinking, is he doctoring up his screenshots? And, you know, for the lulz? I was thinking about that, but I don't think he is. I don't think he would have continued the joke. So he'll be by at some point. He was having he, like, early on, he was having a ton of problem finding games, like good games. And he was getting matched up against bots like crazy. And I've almost never gotten put in with bots. Twice. Twice I've had bots. So sorry for not talking about this game. The question is there an elo underneath the KIOU matchmaking? Well, it seems like that is. It seems like there is. You know, who knows? It seems like there is. But regardless, winning 85 or 100 games or whatever should be raising that elo as high as it can be. And I know that there are some strong players because Urshino Sensei is playing there. I know Sugar has played there. You know, there have been some very strong players. I'm not sure if I like this take as much. I'm not sure. Unless the idea is he takes and then he brings the dragon up here. So like we do have a bishop threat. You know, we do have a bishop threat. So the problem is anytime you're dancing your rook around and there's lots of space. Like I was saying earlier, this is a perfect example of what I was talking about earlier, where against Furibisha, you know, it's tough sometimes to have two rooks versus two bishops. No, that's not true, Garrett. That's not true at all. 100 elo difference is not 100% wins. 100 point elo difference is... There are a lot of wins for the other side. What's the expected elo? Expected win rate for 100 elo difference, at least in chess, which 64% win rate. So that's only a 64% win rate. You have to be matched to win. To win so many games, like to win 85-0 or 100-0 or whatever, there has to be a massive elo difference. And like, you know, I am nowhere near this level. You know, I'm nowhere near this level. But like, my feeling is that the people that I'm playing, those players that I'm playing, there's no way an 81 Dojo 4 Dan is going to win even 50 in a row. I think even 20 in a row, I think would be a stretch to win against the level of players that I'm playing. So that's what's so hard to believe. So I think it's a matchmaking thing. I think it's just the matchmaking system. Maybe you know the location, the locale. Maybe it's locale based. Maybe it's the timing, and just somehow the account got thrown into some weird black hole, some weird rating black hole. Yeah, DrShogi played Fuji. DrShogi played Fuji and walked away from that game thinking like, this guy's not so tough. This guy's not so tough. Speaking of Fuji and people walking away saying this guy's not so tough. Any thoughts on Ito's chances to get his third crown? Anyone want to make bets on that? Bets for funny money? we need some way to have channel point polls or something. Garrett. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, you definitely can. And these things definitely, yeah, you definitely can. There are always outliers to statistics. Absolutely. You know, it's unlikely, but these things can happen. Absolutely can happen. If Fuji, okay, so here's our first Vegas bet. If Fuji still has braces on, he'll lose to Ito. If not, he'll win. So that's the first bet. Will he still have his braces? They are not the most flattering braces. Like I said before, you know, the edge attack does become a thing. It does become a thing. So, are we looking at maybe this bishop drop? Can we do this bishop drop? Do we want to do this? Take this silver? I don't... Maybe. What else can we do here? So you're saying there's a chance. I dream of Shogi. So you're saying there's a chance. I like this, but you know, this attack is going to come somewhat quick. The thing is, he does not have any side pieces. The Gote does not have a rook. Does not yet have a rook. Does not have. So if you take with the pawn, if you take with the knight, lance takes the lance is immediately a threat. Is immediately a threat, which would have to be responded to. So if we do this, he drops a pawn, we jump the knight. Now we're threatening even more. Magicians have calculated that 1,000,000 to 1 chance crops up 9 times out of 10. Exactly. So I think it's just a weird an artifact of messed up matchmaking. I'm guessing his account is just, for whatever reason, in a weird spot. You know, the game just launched. I imagine there are sort of bugs like that. One of the sort of nice things about this position right now is that it's going to be very difficult to get a bishop coming in this way. I guess he could drop it now. Well, it's not his turn, but How about knight drop? Knight drop. Oh boy. Oh boy. Is knight drop mate? No. No, no. So knight drop, if he takes, we get the bishop drop. King runs, we take with the gold. There's enough defending over here, I think. I think there's enough defending over here. But then we come over, we bring the token over. Yeah, Garrett, it's these things happen. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier. These positions that just get a little tricky. They just get a little tricky. Especially without that pawn push. I mean, I feel like Nostradamus. I feel a bit like Nostradamus when you know, I was talking about this kind of thing. But it's hard. Shogi is a hard game to win and an easy game to lose. And it's especially when, you know, we beautiful Torizashi players don't want to, you know, when we don't make the massive castle, it's tough. So there is a big threat here. So, I mean, there are many threats, but this is one of them. This is one of them. This is a mate threat. And now we're defending that knight. So I think this is actually quite beautiful, this whole move. I don't know. Though, yeah, you drop the knight here, then we drop the gold. Does that get, well, does that get slow? I don't know. Not sure. Well, yeah, so if we do drop the gold, then we can, and the king runs, we could just drop the pawn here and take this. Well, no, wait. So if he drops the knight here, we drop the gold, king runs. We can't drop the pawn because we've got the knight drop. There is potentially always this bishop. Not sure. But Gote is getting ammunition. Gote, you know, we don't want to give Gote ammunition here. Big respect to our Hadamanthus for continuing to fight in a real bad position and making it tricky. But, you know, the knights here are double. The knights are double defended. The premise of this is that we cannot take. My premise is that we cannot take. All right, so this I think now we can get the rook over. So now we get the rook over. Now we get the rook over. If they defend with like a knight, we take this token. I think we take. I think we bring the rook over. We bring the rook over. If he defends with the knight, we can take this token. We can also drop the bishop here, forking these pieces. So I think there are a couple ways. So we drop the rook. If he defends with the knight or the bishop, we can take, or we can drop the bishop and end all hopes. Maybe not all hopes. Maybe not all hopes, but most hopes. Maybe. Maybe. Fun game. I really enjoy these WSL games. I say this pretty much every time. In case it isn't obvious, I really enjoy watching a good WSL game. I like watching Shogi in general, but having a little extra on the line, playing for country, you know, a tournament, it just adds a little bit more to it, and it makes it fun. You think we should be trying to make silver takes pawn work? So silver takes pawn. Obviously, the king can't run because then the gold drop is going to be mate. So if we take the pawn and then the king takes, I just don't see how we're going to do it. We get the rook over, he can block. I don't see how we... Oh, okay. Okay. So that's I think that's actually worse, because now if we take here, the king has an extra square to run into. But it's fine. But it is fine, because if we like say we have a situation where our rook is here, king's here, the gold's here, the king can run back here, we could always just take this hostage silver. I don't like it though. This feels unnecessary. This feels unnecessarily weakening. I think I still would have brought my rook in. I don't think that helps as much. I think we still get this rook in. Oh, no, because now he could drop a lance on our head. Now he can drop a lance on our head. And then we take with the knight. Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it. Okay. Okay, so he sees it. He sees it with the lance, I guess. Or no, it would be a gold. It would be a gold. He sees it with the gold. Gold, I think. Lance lets the king run. So gold, if he runs up. Lance, he comes back here. Bishop, he runs up here. So where's our mate? It's got to be here. It's got to be here. This is probably the safest way, I think. This is probably the safest way. Obviously, he can't interpose because the rook will just take, backed by the knight. So we defend the square. We attack the king. What if he comes here? If he comes here, if he comes here, we drop the lance and it's mate. Yeah. If he comes here, we drop the lance, takes, gold drop is mate. Comes to here, we drop the lance. He drops the pawn. We take. He can't take because we get the drop. Okay, so I think there's no defending this. I think there's no defending this now. So he runs. I think he can run here. He can run here. We drop the bishop. No, because he could drop a piece here. We drop the bishop. He comes back. We pull back, expose the mate, or expose the same check. Yeah, so right. Bishop here. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's the same. We'll just take. It'd be the same. So if he drops something, we just take. And then he'll come back and we get the same thing. So that's fine. That's fine. It's all good. It's all good. This is probably better, in fact. Well, no. This way is faster, right? This is the faster mate. Yeah, dropping that pawn would have forced us to take. Then he can run this way. Okay, so now it's just gold drop. Gold drop here or here. Well, here is also mate because we take back with the pawn. GG. GG to both. I just said GG to both. Nice fight. All right. Let's copy that Kifu out and bring this into Yloigh Shogi. And there we are. Study, create study, streamed WSL Tournament 2 games. So I'm not sure about where I'd want it to look at this first. I think rook just takes. I still think. Okay, so rook takes is rook takes is verging on only move. His move went back to even. So takes. So the threat I think that he was going for was this. Then we just take, and then what? Knight takes, and then we redrop. Yes, and that is that. Okay, so my thinking was correct there. The thinking was correct. I think some people might go for these shenanigans. I think, you know, we do that. We take. Oh no! So what does the engine say? Oh, the engine just says take here. Makes sense. Makes sense. Promoting the pawn is also good. But this is great. And then we've got mate, or not mate, but essentially mate. So it went back to here. It went back to he actually needed to block the rook, force it to 8-5, and then run. Still losing, but it wouldn't have been mate at the end there. Hey, congrats. Great game, DrLennon. Great game, DrWalk. Really nice attack. So my first thought was that this was very wrong not to push this pawn. Just in my experience in this, the edge attacks become so fierce, and the engine does like the pawn push as the first is the tied for the first, but also likes this. Yeah, I think this one is not. This one didn't quite do anything. Oh, you're a nervous wreck. Yeah, your smartwatch reported 150 beats per minute. I understand. Crazy game, especially once that edge attack hits. It's scary. I have lived through them. So much. Yeah. So this also, I think, the sort of that quick engage, I don't believe in so much once the edge is this far over. Yeah, so I don't think he should have done that. He should have just gotten his pieces up. He should have just. Oh, the engine says 6-2. The engine says 6-2 gold. I don't know. I would have just made Mino, which is also tied for that. So I would have just made Mino as the opponent, and then it's difficult, and then it's more difficult. This is always going to be a thorn in your side if you do exchange rooks. At least in my experience. You wanted to prevent the bishop sack. Takes silver. Well, there was no bishop sack. I mean, Wait, what? So you... Let's say you... You push here. There's no... I'm not sure what you're protecting against here. In the future, in case you open pawn 3-7, then silver 4-8. Oh. I see. That to me feels very, very... I don't know. I think I make this prophylactic move once my position is a little more solid. So maybe I overestimate the value of this, but I just have been crushed by not doing this so often. Not so often, but often enough that I don't mess around with this move. I don't mess around with this. And actually, the early pawn push, in some way, you know, the early pawn clash here, in some way impacts how I develop my opening, because I will generally not, once this is there, go for that quick engage Torizashi. You know, where you exchange, because it's so strong against, this becomes so strong with the king only here, you know, and the king is the only defender of this gold, so you get all sorts of sack ideas. It's really annoying. Anyway, it's one of those moments, like this hit me. The first time someone did it against me was the 2024 US champ, where I did the quick engage when there was basically, he had already pushed the pawn, and I got wrecked so badly, and like, it's like, you know, the alarm started going off in my head, but I think I kind of washed it away, just thinking, you know, he's so strong, he could do anything, and I'm going to fall. And then over the board at another club against another very strong player, but not quite at that level, I tried to do it, and he had just a ferocious edge attack. And then the same thing happened. The same thing has happened multiple times when I thought, okay, I have this here, but So he has pushed this, and he has a castle, and I make that rook exchange, and he gets a rook drop over here, and it's brutal. Anyway, all I'm saying is that I feel like I don't necessarily have all the details of why I want to do this, but I have enough ammo of why it's valuable here. Hey, Night Dud, nice to see you. Anyway, but you know, I mean that was a equity-wise, that is a +2 to a +0.1 or a +0, you know, mistake. At least according to the engine, you know, this engine, but whatever. So anyway, where was? Yeah. We were talking about this move for a long time. It's good. So yeah, that was a big mistake. I am very, very curious as to how this game is even here. Okay. Bishop drop here, bishop drop here. That makes some sense. That makes some sense. So the bishop drop, it prevents this, which also protects this. It threatens this silver. And it defends this take. In a way. Interesting. But this was, yeah, this was a huge mistake. And this was a huge mistake back. Yeah. So I'm going to guess that you were afraid of this bishop drop. But I think we already looked at this, I think. You know, the idea was, before you came over, you know, the idea was this. We just renew it. We just renew that. Interestingly, the only other move besides rook takes, which maintains a small advantage, is 4-8 rook. So why was this so bad? The opponent should have. Okay. I see. Yeah. Very interesting. Very interesting. Spicy. Spicy, spicy. And then it was smooth sailing. We talked during the game. We talked during the game about this one. I was advocating not taking this rook. Of course, the engine wants to take the rook. Of course, the engine wants to take the rook. But like my main point is I have been in so many of these games where I have two rooks. I have a dragon and a rook, or two dragons, and they have two bishops in hand, or a horse on the board and another bishop in hand, and those are nightmares to play about. Shogi, yeah, after all, Shogi is a game about capturing rooks. At its highest level, Shogi is a game about checkmating the rook. But at my level, practically, I think I would have made the same move you did. I think I would have made the same move. Because I just hate going up against two bishops in hand. Though their castle is pretty darn weak. Big mistake by the opponent. And you took... Oh! Oh! You didn't do this? Why did I think you did this? Why did I think... Yeah. Why did I think you did this? Maybe we talked about it? What did you do? Oh, you pushed the pawn. Yeah. It's not really... This bishop wasn't really a threat, right? What were you defending against here? What was this about? Were you trying to attack or were you trying to defend? Like... I'm curious what your thought process was behind this move. It's still good. I mean, it's still very good. It's still very good. Interesting. It's way better than I thought it was. So what do I know? I thought it was a waste of a move, but it's still a good move. Eventually getting the lance to... Oh, that makes sense. And you did do that. And you did do that. Yeah. But, like... It's still going to be tough once you get a rook here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great position for you. Huh. The engine won't let it... The engine won't stop nagging you about that bishop, that knight drop. This is also... Taking the pawn is also just fine. It's going to keep nagging about dropping bishops. Yeah, the thing is that bishop drop is so nasty because the bishop is trapped, and like it does come with tempo. And it opens this square, which is going to be a massive weakness once we have our rook. So the knight drop 7-6 or 5-6. I miss these all the time. But anyway, so where did it ever go wrong? It felt like it got precarious. Okay, well, you were fine. Yeah, the position was so good. The position was so good, and you didn't... Yeah. I really love how they fought in this one. So, what were we saying? We were saying here... I think we were saying rook over. No, your move was the best. Your move was the best. Your move was the best. Taking that knight is too good. Taking that knight is just too good. Because it handles the lance. The tentative, the prospective lance drop. Well, I thought it was still mate even if we take the lance. I just want to see. So if we oh, we don't have a lance. We don't have a lance. Well, he doesn't either. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Oh. So if we do this. No. Oh, it's not a lance drop that does it. It's the bishop drop. Ah. Oh, that's tricky. That's tricky. That's tricky. That's the refutation of the immediate rook. That's tricky. I did not see that at all. Okay. Anyway, Yeah, and then it was downhill from, it was mate from here. Awesome game. Urshino Ryu, Torizashi power. It wins again. It wins again. Oh, boy. Yeah, never a doubt. I never had a doubt. I never had a doubt. Actually, that Lance takes, that's when I had a bit of a doubt. I had a bit of a doubt when you took Wick with the Lance, which was the #1 move. Yeah, your smartwatch begs to differ. No, that wasn't doubt. That wasn't 150 beats per minute of doubt. That was 150 beats per minute of excitement and enthusiasm about winning the game. You're just excited. There was no doubt. Anyway, good games. Great games to my opponents today. Great games great game for DrLennon and I don't recall the opponent RH Adamanthus. Great game to both of you. I love watching these WSLs. Thank you to everyone for a really fun week of Shogi. I will see you on Twitter. I'll see you on the Discord. Hopefully you all have a great weekend, and it's possible I'll do some streaming tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'm so addicted to KIOU still. We'll see. But thanks, everyone. See you soon. Take care, and just thanks for all the support this week. Bye.